Bao Island Storyteller, Journey to the West. Hey kids, welcome to Bao Island. On Bao Island, every story has a taste. Today's taste is hot spring steam rising through scallion fields. This episode, we're in Jiaoxi. Today's story, The Stolen Robe.
Welcome back to the Bao Island bus. I'm your captain. We've just driven over the Shuashan Tunnel, about 12 minutes underground through a mountain, and popped out the other side into Yilan. The air is different here. Softer. Damper. The mountains on three sides, the ocean on the east, and this whole basin that traps rain clouds and makes everything incredibly green.
Breathing in, it smells so clean. And is that steam? I can see steam rising from the ground near the road.
That's the hot springs. Jiaoxi is one of the rare places in Taiwan where natural hot spring water comes up right in the middle of town, not up a mountain, not in a fancy resort. In the streets. There's a public park, Tang, where anyone can sit on a bench and soak their feet in spring water for free.
Free hot springs in the middle of town. This is the most civilized thing I've ever heard.
The Lanyang Museum is nearby too. It's built half into the ground, half rising out of it, like a wedge of rock emerging from the earth. The architecture mirrors the shape of the mountains around it.
We're definitely soaking our feet later. But first, I smell something frying.
There's something here, sweet green steam rising from the earth itself, a whole valley of scallions grown slow in mountain water, and somewhere nearby a griddle already hot and waiting.
Excited, what is it? Tell me, tell me.
Take a guess.
Mouth full, let me take a bite first. Excitedly, I found the scallion pancake vendor. Right next to the foot-soaking park.
Jiaoxi scallions are famous across Taiwan.
They really are. The scallions grown here have this amazing sweetness. People say the hot spring water in the soil gives them something special. So when you make a scallion pancake with Jiaoxi scallions, it's on another level. Look at this. The dough is hand-pressed flat on the griddle, thin and chewy, and then loaded with fresh-cut scallions, sesame seeds, and a smear of lard. It fries until the edges are golden and crispy but the middle stays soft. Then they fold it in half and cut it into wedges.
The smell alone is worth the tunnel drive.
Mouth full, sweet scallions. Crispy edges. A little bit of grease, the good kind. The sesame seeds are toasty. This is the perfect food to eat standing next to a steaming hot spring.
Ready for the story?
Swallowing, so ready.
Let's catch everyone up. Tang monk, the Buddhist monk sent by the Emperor of Tang, China to travel west and collect sacred scriptures, has been on the road for a while now. He started with just a horse and a few servants. Then son Wukong joined. The journey is long, the road is dangerous, and they're moving west one step at a time.
And Tang monk has the golden robe.
Right. Before he left, the Empress of Tang, China gave him a gift, a kasaya, a Buddhist monk's robe made from threads of rare silk, decorated with pearls and jade, embroidered with golden thread. It took craftsmen years to make. When you wear it, it glows.
That's not subtle travel gear.
Not remotely. Son Wukong kept telling him, Master, maybe don't wear the glowing golden robe in public. It attracts attention. Tang monk didn't listen.
Sighing, of course not.
One evening, the two of them arrived at a temple, Guanyin Temple, named after the goddess of mercy. It was a grand place, with high walls and dozens of monks. The head abbot, a very old man, more than 270 years old, with a white beard down to his chest, came out to greet them.
270?
He'd accumulated some power over his very long life. He invited them in for tea. They sat down. The abbot noticed the glow from Tang Monk's bag and asked, very politely, if he could see what was inside. Tang Monk, who was always gracious, took out the robe and spread it on the table.
Quietly, oh no.
The old abbot stared at it. His hands started to shake. His eyes went wide. He said, "Would you consider lending it to me? Just for one night? I've been collecting treasures my whole life, but I've never seen anything like this."
And Sun Wukong said absolutely not, right?
Sun Wukong said, "Master, don't do it. This man wants the robe. His eyes are greedy."
Was he right?
He was completely right. But Tang Monk was kind to a fault. He said, "We are guests in this man's home. We should be generous." And he lent the abbot the golden robe.
Groaning, no.
The old abbot took the robe to his room. He put it on. He looked at himself in the bronze mirror. And something cracked inside him, the desire to keep it.
He wasn't going to give it back.
He called his best student, a clever young monk, and said, "I want this robe. The Tang monk is sleeping in the guest room. What do we do?" The young monk thought for a moment, then said, "Why not set the guest room on fire?"
Set the guest room on fire? With people in it?
Calmly, the plan was, burn the guests, burn any evidence, keep the robe. The abbot decided the young monk was very clever.
That is a terrible plan made by terrible people.
It does seem efficient, in a villainous way.
They started piling firewood around the outside of the guest room. They planned to set it alight at midnight. Sun Wukong, as always, was not actually asleep. He was perched in the rafters, invisible, watching everything.
Good. Good.
He saw the firewood. He heard the plan. He thought, "I can't just stop this fire. If I step in now, Tang Monk will forgive them and it'll all get complicated. Better to let the fire happen, but make sure we don't burn."
What? He's going to let them light the fire?
His solution was elegant. He flew up into the sky, straight to the South Heavenly Gate, and asked the fire department deity, the Broad Goal Celestial King, to lend him a fireproof cover. He wrapped it over Tang Monk and the horse, sealing them in a protective bubble.
A fireproof bubble. Okay. But then what's going to happen to the temple?
Then Sun Wukong did one more thing. He borrowed the wind.
He borrowed the wind?
Sun Wukong went to the wind deity's squall boy and said, "When this fire starts, I need you to blow hard."
Slowly, if you blow hard on a fire at a wooden temple.
The monks set the fire at midnight. The flames caught the dry wood. Within minutes, the whole guest quarter was burning. Then the wind started. And the fire, guided by Sun Wukong's breath from above, leaped from rooftop to rooftop.
He burned down the whole temple.
The entire complex. Every hall, every courtyard, every storage room, all of it on fire by the time the dawn came.
That feels like a lot of collateral damage?
The 500 monks inside ran for their lives. The old abbot ran for his room, grabbed the golden robe, and was running with it when he realized the whole place was going up and there was nowhere to run that wasn't burning.
What did he do?
He sat down in the middle of the fire and cried. And then he died.
Long pause, oh.
He burned down his own home. Killed himself with his own jealousy.
That's really sad, actually. He was 270 years old and he threw it all away for one robe.
Jealousy does that. Makes people destroy what they have to reach for what they want. Story pause. Come soak your feet.
Excitedly, yes. We're at Tangway Hot Spring Park right now. There are these long stone channels with running hot spring water, and you just take off your shoes and sit on the edge and put your feet in. It's free. There are old people, young families, tourists, locals, everyone just sitting here in the steam, looking totally relaxed.
The water temperature is around 45 degrees Celsius. Sodium bicarbonate springs, that's why it's called sodium spring. It's smooth, slightly alkaline, and after 10 minutes your skin feels incredibly soft.
Sighing with relief, it feels so good. My feet are saying thank you right now. Genuinely.
There's a local saying, soak your feet in Jiaoxi every day, no need for medicine.
I believe it completely. Now the fire in the story feels very far away. I'm very calm.
Shall I continue then?
Please. But I'm keeping my feet in.
So the temple is burned. Tang monk and son Wukong are fine, the fireproof bubble worked. But the golden robe is missing.
The abbot had it when he ran.
Someone else had been watching the fire from the mountains. A neighbor of sorts, the black bear spirit, who lived in a cave on the mountain just behind the temple. He was powerful, clever, and he had excellent timing.
He saw the chaos and swooped in.
He slipped in during the confusion, found the robe in the burning ruins, and took it back to his mountain cave. By morning, no robe.
Son Wukong went after him, right?
Son Wukong went immediately. He flew to the bear's cave, knocked on the door, and announced himself. The black bear spirit came out, enormous, black-furred, calm, and utterly unimpressed. He said, "The robe? I found it in a burning temple. What's yours is yours only if you can prove you're stronger."
And they fought.
They fought. And Sun Wukong could not beat him.
Surprised, wait, Sun Wukong lost?
He didn't lose. But he couldn't win. The black bear spirit was genuinely that powerful. After a long battle with neither side gaining ground, the bear retreated into his cave and sealed the door.
So what does Sun Wukong do when he hits a wall?
He goes to get help.
I believe Bao has found something else to eat.
Excitedly, bou-meat. This is one of the most Yilan things you can eat. Let me describe it. You take strips of pork loin, tender, lean, and you coat them in a light batter made from sweet potato starch. Then they go into hot oil. They come out golden, crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside. It's like a very elegant version of fried pork.
Why is it called bou-meat?
Local Yilan pronunciation. The word bou is used in the Yilan dialect. It's a regional thing, you can't find real bou-meat anywhere else. That regional pride is part of what makes it taste better.
The sweet potato starch coating fries differently from regular flour, lighter and crisper.
And it doesn't get soggy. Even after a few minutes, still crispy. I'm eating it right here at the foot-soaking park with my feet still in the hot spring water. This is peak Taiwan.
Laughing, you've achieved something remarkable. Here's what I find worth thinking about in this chapter. Tang monk had the robe. He didn't need to show it. He chose to share it out of generosity. And generosity was almost his undoing.
So was he wrong to be generous?
The question isn't whether generosity is good or bad. It's about reading the room. Sun Wukong warned him. He said the abbot's eyes were greedy. Tang monk saw the warning and ignored it.
He trusted people too much.
He always will. That's his character. He believes in the goodness of people, even when Sun Wukong can see the danger. It gets him into trouble over and over again. But it's also the thing that makes him a good teacher and a good person. It's the same quality, creating opposite results depending on the situation.
Thoughtfully, like bou-meat. The sweet potato starch coat protects the pork from the oil. But if you leave it in too long, it burns. The same coating that makes it crispy also makes it burn.
She did it again.
Laughing, she really did. The golden robe in this story works like a mirror. Whoever looks at it, we see who they are. Tang monk sees something to share. Sun Wukong sees a security risk. The old abbot sees something to steal. The black bear spirit sees an opportunity.
And Guanyin?
Guanyin gave the robe in the first place. She gave it knowing exactly what would happen. Tang monk would show it. Someone would want it. Trouble would follow. Sun Wukong would have to grow.
She planned for the disaster.
She prepared Tang monk for a world where not everyone is kind. The robe isn't just a robe. It's a test, a beautiful, glowing test.
Quietly, and Sun Wukong is the answer to the test.
Every time. He's the one who has to solve the problems that Tang monk's goodness creates.
Let's take a short walk to the Lanyang Museum. It's just a few minutes from here.
I love this building from the outside. It looks like a piece of mountain pushing up through the earth. One corner is underground, and then it angles upward at this sharp diagonal, like a wedge of rock.
The architects designed it to mirror the Guishan Island offshore and the shape of the surrounding mountains. The museum tells the complete story of Yilan, the geography, the indigenous Kavalan people, the farming and fishing history, the arts.
What I love is that it doesn't try to be bigger than its landscape. It's a building that looks like it grew out of the place it's in.
The best architecture does that. It doesn't fight the land. It listens to it.
Like a good traveler. You move through a place and let it change you, rather than trying to make the place into what you expected.
Quietly, is that what Tang monk is doing? Letting the road change him?
Slowly. Very slowly. He keeps making the same mistakes. But the road keeps teaching.
Time to wrap up. The foot-soaking park is settling into the evening. Steam rises off the water in the cool mountain air.
Today we came to Jiaoxi and Yilan, hot spring water right in the streets, the angular Lanyang Museum rising from the earth, and the cleanest air you've breathed in a long time. We ate Jiaoxi scallion pancakes with their famously sweet local scallions, and bou-meat crispy golden pork strips, a Yilan original. And we followed Tang monk and Sun Wukong into the most dangerous overnight stay of the journey so far, a jealous old abbot, a golden robe, a fire that burned down an entire temple, and a black bear spirit who stole the robe in the chaos.
Sun Wukong couldn't beat the bear alone. That's actually pretty big.
It's a first. He can't solve this one by himself. Which means next episode he goes to get help from someone very specific.
Guanyin?
Softly, let the warm water remind you, the earth gives freely to those who sit still. On Bao Island, stories grow up with you.